Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Gekokujo. Now, when we left off, we had just taken one of the largest sieges that we have ever experienced in Gekokujo, and I would say it's probably in my top 5 for the most units killed on the enemy side, and of course on our side, but we were able to retrieve quite a few prisoners as a result, and hopefully recoup our losses nicely. So, as you see here, we still have our Chosakabe Hatamoto guards and various other Hatamoto units as well. I have done my very best to get as many as I can, and as we see here, we still have a huge amount of lords in our prisoner's hold here. Now, I have headed over to Takasaki Castle. I do believe this will be very worthwhile to focus on for at least a little bit, because as we can see here, we have Lord Ieyasu with 61% HP in the prisoner's tower here, so we are going to hopefully be able to jailbreak him. I am not going to be, well, I'm not going to be sneaky about it. I'm just going to head straight up into the front gates, knock on the front door, and say hello. So let's see, wait a second. Let's besiege it. Call for a meeting with the castle commander. Are they going to surrender? No, they're not. Okay. Well, we gave them the chance. We do outnumber them quite considerably, but I suppose they still have around 100, maybe 150 units still there. But they have 177 in the prisoner's hold, so if we are able to take this, we will very easily be able to recoup any losses that we may suffer. Let's hope that it's not ours, though. Let's hope that Shogun Beartilde does not get taken out immediately upon entering. As we could see there, we just took 12 damage from one of their gunners almost immediately, so let's try to be a little bit more cautious, shall we? And let us try to support Kaguya in her efforts to overthrow the Uesugi units in this particular siege defense. Oh my goodness, this is not going to be too good. I am at the front. Let's try to be a little bit more strategic about it, shall we? Okay, come on, let's do it. Let's do some damage. We need to head up here as quickly as we can. We cannot have the disadvantage. The height disadvantage would definitely really be quite painful. And then we very quickly need to head over here and take these guys out if possible. Now, do remember what happened last time. I got shot by one of these fellows in here. So if at all possible, I would love to be able to avoid their focus. And as a result, take them all down. Oh yes, your dagger will not stop us. Oh yes, thank you very much. Take this guy out as well. There we go. Now, we do have some fellows shooting in the small room over there, which we do need to deal with. Now, that actually brings me to another thing, and I do believe when I was leveling up Bruce in the new version of Gekokujo, because this is 2.1, and I do believe I updated to 2.1 from 2.0, and I had to level up an entirely new Beartilde because unfortunately, I was not able to export for whatever reason, but yes, that is to cut a long story short anyway. But I don't believe I actually spec'd into any athletics skill. And we will take a look, actually. We'll take a look at Bruce's stats after this particular siege, and we'll see what we are lacking, because I'm not entirely sure, but I don't believe he's going to be leveling up anytime soon. I'm pretty sure he is rather well leveled, and he has some pretty decent combat skills, but I think his athletic skill, and indeed maybe his agility as well, is quite low. And I'm finding that I'm a little bit slower than I would like. Even though I am moving faster than many of our units here, I would like to be a little bit quicker, but what can you do? You just have to roll with it. And we are technically a walking tank. We cannot really get taken out unless we are focused heavily by gunners or maybe by archers as well. So that's definitely something to take into account. We do not die very fast at all. And really? Have we actually won already? Oh my goodness. Okay, that was actually very surprising to me. I imagined that we were going to be heading in to the keep itself. But no, we took out 116 units. That's why they didn't surrender then. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Now, Lord Akai, I do believe, was actually one of our vassals, but he defected to the Uesugi clan, so it's rather good justice that we were able to take him prisoner there. And, of course, we have freed Lord Ieyasu, who has 33 relation with us now, which is not bad. And there we go. Now he can go off and do whatever he pleases. And we have 6 slots in our company here. So what are we going to do? Are we going to do mounted officers? Are we going to do... I'd like to get some Hatamoto units, but I'm unsure whether they have any. It appears not, and I do apologize if I'm missing any. I might be. I might not see them. But we only have 2 spaces, so I suppose we should just make a decision, and I'll go for some veteran retainers. There we go. Thank you. No other prisoners as well, and I don't believe I will be taking any loot. I really don't think it's too worth it. And from here, what are we going to award this to? I think we could give this to Lord Yeosong, actually. That might be some justice right there. Or we could give it to Lord Sesai, maybe to Lord Hoshi as well, because as you can see, Hoshi doesn't even have any towns. That is probably not a good idea, so let's give it to him. Let's see how he's doing, actually. How is he doing in terms of relation? I can't see him here, unfortunately. But Yeosong is 31 now. That's fine. Everyone else seems to be fine as well. So, not bad. And we will split the money. I don't really want any, but I'm sure our vassals do. And there we go. 37 units now in the garrison. So, let's head over to Shogun Beartilde's stats. And as you can see here, we have... Oh, we actually have 5 in athletic skills. So that's actually not too bad. I did think that we had around that, but I think it would have been really nice to get maybe 21 agility, go for 7 in athletics. That would have been really good. We could have run very, very fast. And we only have 6 in pathfinding? Oh my goodness. Well, that is quite low, I have to admit, but we do have +2 thanks to our companions as well, adding on to that, I do believe, because one of you did mention on another series that those party skills do actually stack, but on top of yours. They don't stack in terms of the companion giving it themselves, but they stack as in adding onto our own. So technically we have 8, if I am understanding that correctly, so thank you very much for letting me know. But there it is. Now, I know what you're thinking. What happened to Kaizu Castle? Well, that was actually taken by Lord Hoshi, I believe. He was around there, and I then saw him run away, and I can only assume that while we were sieging this, he took it. So that's rather nice. And the only thing left to do is Kofu. So we're going to be heading over there, and we will see how many units they have in the garrison. Now, what I'm hopefully going to be doing, in actual fact, is trying to get all of our units to follow us. I'm hopeful that I am still the marshal, but... Oh no! Lord Hoshi is now a prisoner of Kofu! What happened? Did he get taken prisoner or something? Oh my goodness, maybe it wasn't Lord Hoshi I saw. Oh no! Oh my goodness. Okay, well, let's take a look here. Yes. This is going to be rather painful, is it not? Okay, so we're going to be speaking to George here, and we are not the marshal. Ah, that is unfortunate. Okay. I know what to do. We're going to be heading back to Kyoto. We are going to be making ourselves the strategist, of course. And then we will be heading back here and taking Kofu. This is the last remaining fief that the Uesugi clan have control over. And I am pretty sure, with the support of at least 2 or maybe even 3, maybe we need 10 vassals to be able to take it, but I think with 3 or 4 we'll be able to take it without too many issues. But I am a little bit worried, I have to admit. I am quite worried about it, but let's hope that we'll be able to pull it off. Oh my. And they're offering us a peace agreement, of course they are. Dictate the peace terms. Then we're going to be... Oh, we cannot actually ask for Kofu? Okay, well, rejection is our only option here. Kaizu Castle, well, now that Lord Hoshi has been taken prisoner, I'm not entirely sure who's going to defend that, and I'm hoping that quite a few people are actually going to help us here, but if they don't, then we might be in a spot of bother. So let's see. We are going to be... Wait a second. Yes, we're going to be accepting some pledges here. I'm not going to punch you, though. Yes, thank you. And Lord Yoshida. Oh, hello. Whoa, this guy has -62. Wow. Okay, he's really not liking us that much. I'm hopeful that some of these guys will actually do something. So, I'm just going to accept absolutely everyone. Lord Wada. And that is, of course, our Chancellor there. And accept that as well. Thank you very much. And what about this? Nope. Okay, that is good. And Tojiko, hello. So, yes, I wish to replace Lord Musashi as strategist. I shall be the strategist. Oh, yes. Okay, so before we leave, we are going to be placing these prisoners in the garrison here. Most of them have leveled up, which is rather amusing, to say the least. Now, we do have a bit of difficulty in terms of our morale, because I can imagine what's going to happen is we're going to arrive at Kofu, we're going to wait for quite some time for one of our vassals, or hopefully many of our vassals, to turn up, and then we're going to start having problems with morale, and then everyone is going to start leaving, which would be absolutely terrible. So let's try to head in here, and we're going to see what we can do about purchasing some good food. We do have white rice, which gives us +8 to morale, but I would like to get some brown as well, so that we can try to get some variation going on here. And I think that will be it. A little bit troublesome, I have to admit. So let's see here. What am I going to do? I think I probably just have to tell Kaguya to send a message. I want to start a new campaign, and I will send word to all of our vassals. Oh, Tribune Goemon is already accompanying us, apparently, so let's head on over to Kofu, and hopefully he will meet us there. Now, do bear in mind that they have less pathfinding. Lord Ueda is actually coming to help us as well, which is very nice of him, considering he has quite a small party of units. So let's hope that he continues to do so. And we also have an Uesugi clan vassal here running away. Oh my goodness, they are raiding a lot of villages. Not too nice of them. Okay, let's see, who's that? Lord Okamoto. Lord Kitajo right there, and the Uesugi clan have, of course, taken back Kaizu Castle. Well, whoever took it obviously left it, and that wasn't too good, was it? But Lady Marisa is now apparently accompanying Shogun Beartilde as well, which is excellent. So, what we need to do now is just wait outside Kofu for our vassals to arrive. And, wow, this is a spectacular shot, because as you can see here, we have so many Uesugi clan vassals surrounding us. If they decided to attack us right now, I think they'd have a very good chance of being able to take us on, but they are just going to be heading into Kofu. I will allow them to head in there, because I'm pretty sure what would be a better idea is hopefully getting our vassals over here. Ah, someone is actually attempting to attack us. Okay, he has 77 troops. Well, I think this was a slight mistake on his part, but we're going to be seeing whether he was correct in his assumption to attack us. We have 110 on the battlefield, he has 77. So let's see, shall we? Let us see what we can do. We're going to be moving our units a little bit closer. Do bear in mind that the trees are looking quite strange, but yes, do bear in mind that we have a lot of cavalry. We have 41 cavalry, 43 infantry, and we have a bow, so let's try to use it to good effect a little bit. Do bear in mind that they have no shields, so this is excellent. We can try to get a couple of free damage on them. A little bit of damage right here. Maybe. We could try and take out some of their cavalry as well, if possible. They are going to be... Oh, wow, I actually got a headshot on something? Wow, that's pretty impressive. I think it was actually on a horse, which is probably not great. Oh, there we are. That's a better headshot. Very nice. And maybe I can kill a few more. Yes. Our horse archery isn't actually at a bad rank either. It's, I believe, at 6. So, yeah, it's pretty good, I have to admit. Now, we do want to head over here with our Naginata. We want to try to be in the best possible positioning here. And I will try to use it to good effect. Now, do bear in mind that they only have 77, isn't it? So, they are going to be vanquished rather fast. Is that true? I believe that is true. As you can see here, we've already taken out 56 of them. And there is only 21 to go. I'm pretty sure a lot less now, but I'm actually not finding any enemies apart from this fellow to take out. And the Naginata was a little bit too slow to wind up there for our strike against him. So, yes, it appears that we will allow our units to have the joy of victory in their grasp for a little bit here. And there it is. A very easy battle won, and that is actually helping us out with a little bit of morale. So that's not too bad. We can take Lord Murakami as a prisoner, and that was it. So Lord Murakami and that fellow were attempting to take us on by themselves. Probably not the best idea, I have to admit. Now, let's see here. Should I go in versus all of these vassals? I think I might. Let's do it. Oh my goodness. This might have been a mistake, but I think it might be worth it. So let's go. Or maybe not. Okay. Okay, well, yes, 203 of our units against 392. Maybe not the best idea. Maybe not. We have 82 against 124. Well, now we know what it feels like to be outnumbered, that is for sure, so let's try. We will do our very best, no doubt. And we will try our bow skills once again. So let's see, how many archers do we have? 20 archers this time. Only 19 cavalry. Probably not great to only have 19 of them, that's for sure. They did a huge amount of damage in the previous engagement, so it would have been nice to gain that much this time, but it appears that many of our infantry units are actually loaded in first because of the way my party is constructed. And there's a nice headshot. Oh yes, lovely. Okay, I'm actually surprised I actually hit that, but that was a 13.2 shot difficulty. That is actually one of the highest shot difficulties I've ever had, which is pretty nice. I do believe I've had a 14 shot difficulty, and I'm sure one of you in the comments mentioned that you had a 16 or something? I have no clue, but wow, that would have been an amazing shot. Goodness me. Okay, well, we can do our very best just to pelt them a little bit with our arrows here, and I'm hoping that our Odo Hatamoto gunners are going to be just as accurate in their endeavors. And hopefully not missing this much either, yes. It would probably be nice if they would hit a little bit more, that's for sure. So, let's see, can I try to take out some of these spearmen here? Because I would like to have our cavalry survive a little bit more. Oh my. Okay, well, there's a nice headshot to a horse. Hopefully that horse will move a little bit slower now. And let's get our archers out the front here, and then the infantry in front of them. Cavalry over here. I think we could probably just charge in, to be honest. Do we want to do that? I think we might, actually. Let's do it. Let's go. Charge in our cavalry, charge in our royal guards as well. We do need to do that. Charge in our Hatamoto guards, and they will be, no doubt, very good. Let's do it. Yeah, take them out. Take them out. Oh, yes. There we go. We're taking out quite a few of their important units, I have to admit, and hopefully we'll be able to take out some of these archers as well, instead of inflicting glancing blows upon them. So far, it seems as though we are doing a pretty reasonable job. Not too bad. I'm doing some pretty nice damage, I have to admit. 115 damage on that Miyoshi archer there. And I believe that we have already... Wow, yes, we've already taken out over 100 of their units. And they are now behind us. Yes, they are now behind us. So, let us get our infantry out the front here. And we will get our gunners into a good position so that they can start pelting their newly acquired reinforcements, and hopefully I'll take out this fellow. Yes! Excellent hit right there from us. I like to say that. And I actually saw that coming. And did you see I actually tried to parry it? But at the last moment I thought, do I have this right? And then it was too late. So, yeah. Wow. Taken out by a Ronin horseman. Well, that is impressive, to say the least, but never mind. We are okay. I think we should be fine. As long as our units keep fighting together. Now, the only unfortunate thing is, I was not able to recharge my... Oh my, yes. Recharge my infantry units. So now, they are just standing here, protecting our archers, which is okay. That's not a bad thing at all, but now it's leaving our cavalry a little bit more exposed than I would have liked. So I'm unsure. Should we retreat and come back in here? That might be a good idea, actually. I think we'll do that. Yes, we gained 10 morale anyway, so that's fine. And we took out 200 of their units, and we only lost 8. Well, that's impressive. That is very impressive, and as you can see here, we have evened up the odds a little bit further now. 196 versus their 192, and we can now take to the field with our newly acquired HP, thanks to George's first aid skill, of course, and we are now going to get into some fiendish positioning. Let's do it. Okay, so we want everyone here, we want the infantry out the front, And we have 38 cavalry this time. A little bit fewer in archer numbers, but we are more even in terms of reinforcements as it is, because of course we have evened out things, and the enemy has a very similar number to us. So, let's get out our bow once again, even though I'm pretty sure it won't really do too much, but it might. We might get some kills. Oh, we did some damage. No kills so far, though. And, oh, yes, we might. We might. We're weakening quite a few of our, well, opponent's units up, I would say. Let's take out some of the guys from the front here, because we are having quite a few issues with them charging us straight on here. Oh my goodness, really? Why are they charging us straight on? That is really strange. Okay, I have no clue, but I suppose they're just going for the aggression this time around. Instead of letting us take the lead, they are deciding that they would rather deal some damage first. Let's do it. Come on, take out their gunners. Wow, we did 19 damage to that Oda marksman, but still took him out. Well, we were moving quite slowly, I suppose, so we can expect that. And I believe, yeah, we've already taken out 100 of their units. That is exactly why running around with a lot of cavalry and indeed Hatamoto guards makes a huge amount of difference. Now we do want to move our archers closer to the battlefield, and we'll hopefully get them involved so that they can take out some of the stragglers perhaps, take out maybe some of the newly acquired enemy reinforcements, and I think that will be it. Yes, there is only 50 remaining. And they don't seem to be using their spears as effectively as usual, which is actually very strange. Not entirely sure why they're not using them to good effect, because I have not been stopped once by a spear. And I say that as I got taken out by a couched lance, of course. So, yes, let's just ignore that, shall we? But other than that, we have not been stopped at all by any of these spearmen, and I would assume that they would be a lot more effective, but maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, well, there it is. One remaining unit taken out, and we took out a huge batch of the Uesugi clan vassals, that is for sure. So, let us take this guy prisoner, and we will see if we can take anyone else prisoner as well. Yes. Good. I'm just trying to thin their ranks out a little bit, just so that they don't go into the garrison, and as a result we might have better luck at being able to take it eventually. Now, I don't know why none of our vassals have turned up so far. It could be that I am standing right next to the town, so we're going to move out here. Ah, here we go. We have Tribune Goemon and Lord Sesai, as well as Lord Ueda, all coming here, and, oh, there's Lord Gonosuke, we need his assistance, that is for sure. 78,000 mon added to the treasury right here, as you can see. Whoa. Okay, that's impressive. And now, this is our team. Is this going to be enough? I'm just going to let them take care of that Kofu patrol, but I would like Lady Marisa to turn up because she does have a large army. So, Lord Yoshio, this is good. They're all turning up, and they're all chasing things and going after enemy patrols and various other vassals. I would like Lady Marisa to turn up, though. I'm hoping that she is on her way. Oh no. Lord Sesai, how dare you get involved over there? What are you doing? Okay, well, we're fine. They're going to raid this, are they? I don't know whether they're raiding it. I would like Lady Marisa, so I'm thinking I'm just going to wait here. We'll see if she turns up. I'm hoping she will. If she doesn't, our morale is going to be too low. As you can see here, below average, we are just about to lose some units. So, I think we just have to go in with what we have and just cross our fingers, I suppose, and we will just try our best. That's not something I really like to do. Well, usually it is, but in this case, it is the final siege, or one of the final sieges, and I would say it's probably the most important one. So I'm trying to make sure that we have a good chance at being able to succeed, but at this time, I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to end this episode off here, and next time on Gekokujo, we are going to be returning, and hopefully Lady Marisa will have turned up, and she will be helping us at Kofu. And Kaizu, I do believe, is just a formality at the moment. I don't believe we have any problems at all with taking it. and we should be able to do that in the same episode. So next time, Kofu is our target. I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.